Hey guys, this is Camfrey15, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf.
Guys.
And we are back at it with another Dr. Stone review. First things first, I'm gonna get out the way. Sorry for getting this video up super late. Again, we have complications in our schedule because Dr. Stone comes out so early, and my friend works like literally half the day. And then two, the Clippers game was today, so obviously I had to devote my time to watching that because I was literally stressed out. But that's why it's getting up later than usual. Anyways, I would say today was a very good episode of Dr. Stone. Well, would you think so yourself?
I do think so.
I did my notes, but I feel like just talking about some things in this episode are pretty easy to remember and stuff like that. So essentially this episode was really just about the whole thing from last week where Taiju and Yuzuriha find the phone and eventually also try to convince somebody from Tsukasa's side to come over and join the Kingdom of Science, essentially. And that whole thing within itself was crazy. I think the first thing we can talk about to get out of the way first, it was the Gen, Chrome, and Magma situation, because we don't know what the hell happened to Magma and Chrome. Now, we do find out the archer's name. His name is Ukiyo. Ukiyo. I'm just gonna say Ukiyo. He has really strong hearing. And the thing is, Chrome, Gen, and Magma, they're all like in the bushes, and essentially they can't make any movements because he'll hear them rustling in the bushes. So what Chrome comes up is he uses the battery that was like gonna be for the telephone. He kind of throws it out to make a smoke screen, and him and Magma start charging in and screaming to give some time for Jin to get out of there. And yes, Jin does get out of there and gets back to their base, but we don't know what happened to Chrome and Magma because the only thing we saw before their, I guess, whatever happened to them, we saw an arrow fire into the cloud, and it looked like it was about to hit both of them. So we don't know if they dodged at the last second, or I guess you can say, what is it? I don't know what happened. They got badly damaged by it and they got captured.
Maybe one just got injured. They're just hiding out for now.
Yeah, you would think maybe Chrome can't take it, but maybe Magma, if he were to take it, maybe he would probably live from it.
He's the guy who decided, who was thinking of using Chrome as a shield. So I don't know, you tell me.
That was funny. That definitely was freaking funny, along with some other comedic moments. Now the episode actually starts off with Taiju and Yuzuriha in like this base camp eating food, and we see the lady or the guard girl who's kind of keeping a watchful eye on them, named Nikki, kind of just surveilling them, and she kind of follows them to the exact same day when Taiju and Yuzuriha picked up the phone and stuff like that. So what's Senku's plan after we get that emotional conversation between the two? What I thought I found funny was Taiju was literally like, Senku, I'm Senku. And then Senku was like, bruh, I'm Senku. Again, it's so funny. Now I can't wait to see his reaction when he sees Senku in person. He might just crush his back.
Yeah, oh my god, he's that strong.
But I swear, if I don't see a 3-person hug between Yuzuriha, Senku, and Taiju, I swear I'm going to riot. I need to see like a 3-person family hug.
Oh really? You're gonna riot over
that? Yes. Just like I'm gonna riot if Nalu isn't confirmed a thing after 100-year quest.
Now that's something to riot about. All these years and they still don't get together. But they're teasing us with all those analysts / other versions of themselves.
Yeah. I'll be talking more about that whenever I get to Fairy Tail the final season. Review for that. Anyways, so the whole plan here is essentially have Jin come back, try to convince, or what the whole plan is, get Taiju and Yuzuriha to take one of Tsukasa's men and trick them with the telephone, while we already know the plan that Jin was going to do by faking his voice to be Lillian and everything like that. So this blonde-haired, ponytailed girl who looks pretty, I guess, masculine and pretty buff and everything, Taiju and Yuzuriha essentially see him because they're spying on her, or she's spying on them. And they go find her behind this rock that she's watching them. Now, she's also she doesn't see the telephone until they actually show it to her. So when she's like behind the rock looking at them, she's like, are they like just like getting very emotional because this guy died or something like that? Is this like this dude's anniversary of his death or something? So it's understandable why she'd probably be like, why is he being so damn emotional about a grave? So it's obviously, would make sense from her perspective. So eventually they go up to her and a tiny mini fight gets broken out in this whole situation, because what Taiju's trying to do is like, listen, we have something we have to tell you. Could you listen to us, and could you come with us? And she's like, I've been just seeing, and I've been stalking you guys to see if you guys ain't doing nothing suspicious. That's what I was given from Tsukasa himself. And she ends up starting to punch him, but we know Taiju can take the punches to an extent. But eventually it comes to the point where he does convince her, and she's like, all right, fine. Would you like to tell the audience what happened in the scene on the phone with Nikki?
Oh, we all know Jin. He does his thing, and he starts to impersonate. It's really freaky, by the way. The way he does that, like, at will.
Yes.
I can't say it right here, but he was very convincing to her and all that stuff, and until she starts asking him some questions to make sure she's actually the real,
Lillian. Yeah, the thing we find out is, like, she is I guess in her case, a fangirl of Lillian. Like, she, like, follows everything she did back when their time was normal for them, which, again, makes total sense for anybody coming in the Stone Age. You get reawakened from the stone, and now one of your favorite things could be gone. So, especially if you're a super fan.
That's actually extremely sad.
Yes.
To think about.
Yes. Do you want me to name the question? Do you want me to put down the questions? Or
Go
do
ahead,
you
yeah.
remember? Okay. Yeah, the two questions she asked is, how many copies did Lillian, or how many albums did she have? And Sanku, because trust and believe, if I was in this situation, I would have no fucking clue. This man literally calculated, like, because of how popular she was, just the sales, and got I wouldn't say he got an estimate. And, she was like, okay, that seems about right. And then the next question, which was completely, I think, comedic and out of the blue, she asked them, what's her bust size? And I'm like, what? And it's funny because it's funny. It was so funny because there was a part in this whole exchange where Senku and Jin were like, bruh, we're not gonna convince her. Or actually, that was the thing, is like, before she even asked the question, she's like, if you don't answer any of the questions right, I'm going to kill you if I find out you're faking out the information. And then they're like, shit, we're screwed.
Oh my God.
So, and then anyways, going back to the second question she asked, Senku again gave another estimate based on a picture he saw of Lillian. And essentially, she later put two and two together and figured out that they were lying, because let's be honest, why would a celebrity, especially for a girl, just tell anybody what her breast size is?
Oh my god, they fell for that.
Yes. Would you like to cap it off with the way how they got her to stay, to join their team?
Yes, they played the only song that they had in the recording. That's when she started sobbing and all that stuff. It's got emotional there.
Yes, it really did. I'm guessing I'll take it home.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and essentially, she does ask Senku a thing, and the one thing I do like the fact is they didn't, after she kind of, finds out that they're kind of lying to her, Senku is essentially honest with her, and he's like, yeah, we kind of played you. So, listen, we're not going to pull your legs or anything. Yeah, everything we told you isn't true. There is no Lillian. There is no USA, still not stuck in the Stone Age and stuff like that. And he's just brutally honest. And I think that's what makes her like, okay, at least they're not pulling my leg to join them. And she asked Senku, like, is there any more copies or any more ways you can get more copies of her song? And Senku's like, I hate to tell you this, but no, that's probably like 0.0% of chance of happening. But I promise with this last recording, I'll keep it saved so you can listen to it again whenever you feel like it. And, after hearing that, that's when she kind of just straight up agreed and joined the team. And now Nikki is a part of the Kingdom of Science, which was really nice.
Take that, Tsukasa.
Yes. Now, again, that's only one member of Tsukasa's army they took out of the 31 people, because they only released 32 people. So, yeah, that's kind of where the episode ends, and yeah, so we got a new member on the team, another girl, although she might not be the most attractive person, but I got a soft spot for Nikki.
Yeah, she's as brick as a monkey.
Yes, I guess you can say that. Anyways, guys, I think that's all we got left to say of this episode, unless you got anything else you want to say.
I'm satisfied with this episode. That's all I gotta say.
All right, I guess we're gonna get out of here. So anyways, guys, again, sorry for the late upload. You guys are getting this, but again, thank you for checking out the video. So if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Dr. Stone. Again, do not post spoilers about what happens next in the story, as well as hit that subscribe button to get more Dr. Stone content, as well as any other animes I review on the channel. So other than that, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night or day or whenever you're checking out this video. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. Until then, guys, see you guys in the next video. Peace.